Som i den første film er vi igen sammen med Nils Jørgensen. Men nu er forholdene helt anderledes. Vi er i den sidste del af sæsonen. Laksene skal gyde om kort tid, og de er alle trukket op i elvene. Fiskene er ikke længere blanke, og de er begyndt at antage den gyldne og rødbrune gydedragt. Vi skal igen se masser af flotte laksefangster og dramatiske fights med store fisk. Vejret er meget opskifteligt på denne årstid. Der er flotte solskinsdage, hurtigt afløst af kolde vinde og regnbyer, der kommer jagende ind fra nordvest. Man kan dog tydeligt mærke, at det bliver koldere dag for dag. Det samme sker med vandtemperaturen, og laksen er ikke så aktiv som tidligere på sæsonen. Fiskeriet har været meget stille her i elven denne dag. Nils har fisket siden morgenen, og han har ikke fanget fisk, selvom der er mange laks i elvens øvre pools. Nu har han skiftet taktik og fisker sidst på dagen på et af elvens nederstræk, hvor strømmen løber meget roligt og ensartet. Måske ikke den mest oplagte strækning på denne årstid, men man skal prøve noget andet, når det traditionelle svigter. Til gengæld er fluen et mønster, som Nils har stor erfaring med på denne årstid. Denne meget enkle flue med den skarpe gule kontrastfarve har ofte været udslagsgivende. Her i den svage strøm fiskes fluen traditionelt ved at kaste tværstrøms eller skråt nedstrøms, og fluen fiskes helt tværs over strømmen, før den tages ind i langsomme, rolige tag.
Ja, got him. Woo! Good fish. Rigtig fint. He's fighting very aggressive, this one. Well, it's been a long day fishing in the cold here, but this fish, he fell for fishing with a good sink tip and put on a big fly, not a heavy fly, but a fly hanging. He's very light, the fly, so the sink tip pushes it down, and then the fly is light, so it hangs and becomes very alive this way. And it looks like this has done it because we had some pulls in another pool also, the same fly, and we've been fishing with all kinds of stuff. But this looks like to be the combo here. The water is extremely cold. Whoa! Easy boy. Ja. Oh, now we're talking. Record. 95. That's a big female fish.
I've been looking around so long, trying to work my way back home. I ain't gonna slow down till I get there. City watching the rain falling, I can hear my dreams calling, even when the wheels are turning round and round. Gotta make you believe when you needed the sun it rained, and I've got no way of knowing this time if it's coming back again. I can't shake you slow, but I need to go away from you.
Niels fisker her i en pool, hvor der som regel står mange fisk på denne årstid. Poolen kan nemt fiskes helt traditionelt med nedstrømsfiskeri, men Niels vælger fra starten at fiske opstrøms med en belastet sort flue. Når Niels i dette tilfælde vælger at fiske opstrøms, er der 2 gode grunde. Det er en af elvens mest populære pools, og den har været fisket af mange fiskere de seneste uger. Fiskene har altså set mange forskellige fluer, men nu bliver de præsenteret for en flue, som har en helt anderledes gang i vandet. For det andet, så er det en lavvandet pool, og ved at nærme sig fiskene bagfra, er der langt mindre risiko for, at de skræmmes. Niels benytter forholdsvis korte kast for at kunne kaste præcist. I samme øjeblik fluen rammer overfladen, begynder han at tage den hurtigt ind. Indtagningen skal være præcis en smule hurtigere end strømhastighed.
Jo.
Niels bevæger sig nu en smule længere opad i poolen, og fordi han kommer bagfra, er fiskene ikke skræmt af den første fisk, han fangede.
Jo. Jo. Ah. Ja.
Jo længere han bevæger sig opad i poolen, desto mere lægges kastene på tværs. Her kastes en smule opstrøms, næsten tværstrøms. Fluen synker, og fisken tager.
Ja.
Så nemt kan laksefiskeri også være.
We're experiencing a very good fishing, or an upstream fishing today. And the reason why I've chosen this, because I'm fishing in a pool that's had quite a lot of pressure this season. Here in the Rettestrenga it's called, it's a spawning ground. The fish here have seen more or less any fly in the book, I think. And people have been standing upstream and casting down on them, so they know the movement by now. And we've had so many takes and landed fish and It's been a fantastic morning. So once again, this technique by giving the fish a little second to see the fly and they don't see you, it has proven itself once again. We're starting this morning fishing in cold water that's around 2 or 3 degrees now. We have a deep hole here underneath the bridge where there's around 10-15 salmon standing. In order to get these to move, I've chosen the red Francis fly and I'm gonna upstream him. I don't have much faith in my floating lines now and the small flies because they really are stuck. I can see them here. I'm gonna try to sight fish him and put this red Francis very close to him and see if he reacts to that. Ja. Got him. Yes. Yes.
Keep looking around so long, trying to work my way
It's 3 degrees, high water level still, colored water. First trick, finding the salmon. Now this is a rather small pool. Normally, during the late season, I would expect to find the fish in the back of the pool because they're getting ready to spawn. I wouldn't expect that now because there's a very hard current down here. So the fish will most likely go a bit more up and stay underneath the hard water where they can rest more. And up here we have 2 streams coming out, one over there and one there. Just where they meet, I can see a small mirror. And this means there's some calm water there. It's still moving, but there's a little hole, some calm water. And this is where I would expect to find the fish right now.
Nils fisker grundigt poolen igennem, men han mærker ikke noget og kører videre til en lignende pool. Nogle steder er laks ikke særlig sky. Andre steder bliver de meget hurtigt skræmt. Det kan være helt forskelligt fra pool til pool og fra elv til elv. Her står laksene tæt i en lille pool, og selvom vandet er forholdsvis uklart, er det meget sky. Hvis man blot går frem til kanten og kigger ned i poolen, vil man øjeblikkeligt blive set, og de vil søge ly længere oppe i poolen, hvor der er dybere og skum på overfladen, så de ikke kan ses oppefra. Fisken er måske ikke direkte skræmt, men de er agtpågivende. Derfor gælder det altid om at nærme sig en pool, uden at blive set af fiskene.
Whoa, nice one. Whoa. Woo. Woohoo. Great stuff. It is very cold and very wet. The water level is been rising quite a lot today about this, and it's coloring up. And we have this small foss here that has been holding quite a few fish. In a situation like this, there's good things and bad things. One thing is that we won't be able to fish small flies on the surface, which I prefer in this river. We have to put on a tube to get down. And we need something visible since it's quite brown, the water now. The good thing is, I've just landed 2 fish. And in colored water like this, you're actually able to pull quite a few fish out of one pool, because they don't see everything that goes on, and they easily come down again and stand in the colored water. So I put on, this is a copper tube fly that I like to use in the autumn fishing. I upstreamed him into a foss. And many people say that you will have to worm fish into a foss, but with these tubes you cast upstream and let them go down and strip them in. You're actually able to drag quite a lot of fish out of these fosses. When you're fishing with weighted flies like this and in tungsten flies, you have to slow your casting rhythm down. You can't make narrow loops with them. You have to really lay the rod down front and back, otherwise you will hit yourself in the head with this. And you don't want to go to a hospital in the middle of a good fishing trip. But I'm gonna catch a few more if I'm lucky. Sometimes when upstream fishing, I use a nymph technique called the wiggle cast in order to get the fly down. It's quite easy to do. You just let the fly line go, and then you wiggle the top of the fly rod. We'll try again here. Wiggle the rod. You can see how the line curves. And this does, the fly gets to sink a bit before I start to strip it in. Compared with if I just cast like straight, then the fly will just get dragged down right away. Fuck, man. The temperature has dropped further down to 2 degrees now. And I have to say, this is some of the most cold salmon fishing I've ever done. Water is extremely cold. Temperature in the air is extremely cold. The fish are standing out there in the flooded river, which is very colored now. So it's really, really tough circumstances. But I have had very good activity by adding a sink tip to my line, a super fast sink tip and a light fly, where the idea is that the fly gets pushed down, but the fact is that nothing has been touching the fly when it's been coming in with a classic swim. But when I've started to strip the fly slowly, then I've had pulls. I've lost 4 fish and landed 1 fish. So I think that's quite a stunning result under these extreme circumstances. There are many who believe that you have to fish the fly very slow and just put it right in the face of the fish here when it's this cold. But it hasn't been moving today. Mine has been stripped slowly, and this is, like I said, when it's been taking the fly. So it's not always enough just to move it. Here it's like when it's had this, it becomes more aggressive when you start to pull it. We're into a big fish here in a small pool in the Østerdal River. We're standing all the way in the back in the fast water, but there's more or less fast water area where we go in this river now. There's this classic big fish, it's just going down deep. I think this is a big colored male. I saw him down here in the shallow. This has been into the same technique as been using earlier today. Classic downstream, but moving the fly at the same time. It seems to be what they do, the take now, because I haven't had anything else on this today. This guy, he has got a place he just wants to stay over there. He goes to the same place all the time. Now I got him a bit in, and then he swims right back out and stands in his hole. Same move again. Moves a bit, goes back. Now it would be nice with some shallow water here. Whoa, look at the fish! Look at the fish! That's a serious fish. That's a serious fish. I would be happy if there was a shallow bank here now. Where are they when you need them? You don't want to go down there. If he goes down in the end of this, you can use the current and then I'm lost. I really would like to get him up here because there is a chance of getting him into the bank here, but when your fish like this goes out in the current, I just have a problem. I have a little hook and big fish, very strong current. But I'm trying to keep it up in the surface so you won't go down again and No, this can't happen, this can't happen! Fuck, it's happening.
Også her er strømmen alt for stærk. Men længere ned ad elven ser Nils nu et lavt parti ude midt i elven. Det er ikke, som Nils troede, en hanfisk. Det er en meget stor og meget flot hunfisk på 102 cm. Men Nils har fortsat en lille drøm om at fange en rigtig stor hanfisk. Vi er nu i slutningen af september, og det er en af de aller sidste dage i sæsonen. Det har været regnfuldt og koldt, men nu byder dagene på fint lunt vejr. Vandstanden er høj, elven er meget grumset, og strømmen er stærk. Vandtemperaturen er helt nede på 3-4 grader.
Because of the cold water, I have chosen today to fish quite deep.
Fluen er meget let, så for at fiske fluen dybt, benytter Nils et setup, som han her forklarer.
My fly here, and then I have some nylon or fluorocarbon just rather short to the sink piece. So the fly line sinking part will force the fly down fast. If it's too long, the fly will be hanging up in the water. And in this circumstances, cold water, I want him down. So here I have a part that sinks. It's a sink 2, it's called. This shooting head is density compensated, and it has a very nice taper here. You see that the dark part of a fly line goes over into an intermediate part, and in the back it's a floating. And the floating part here is very visual. I see it easily in the water when I cast at distance. So it's float on the back, intermediate, and sink 2. So this line will hang down straight, floating in the back and going down in the tip here, and simply make the perfect sweep right in front of the fish.
På netop denne strækning og under disse strømforhold vil fluen fiske cirka 1 meter nede. Ønsker man at fiske højere eller dybere i vandet, kan det nemt reguleres med den udskiftelige sænktip.
What I did is I waded up on the top of this little pool here, fished downstream classic swing. And in the middle of the pool I felt like a tiny little pool in the shallow water. I cast the fly out again, and when it came in I started stripping it. So second time he came, I moved it though. I fished it more aggressive and it took very hard. Boom! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! And I knew right away that I had hooked a very big fish. Great stuff this. You can definitely feel this is a big fish. This is one of lakse's famous monsters, I think. My guess right now is this is a really big fish. I don't have any control over this guy. Now he's off again. Yeah, he's this one. Whoa, he was up. Yes. Whoa, it's a big one. Many of them, they will go because of long fights and the hook will eventually loosen. I don't fear the line will break. I have a powerful line on now. I could go up in the size of line because the water is quite colored. Whoa! It's a big one. Yes, it's a very big male. It's definitely over 20 pounds, this one. This is one of the lakse monsters we have here. It's really heavy. I really can't move this fish. Come on. Oh. Can't move it at all. It just goes down and stands. It doesn't move at all. Takes a break, then it goes on again for a while. Maybe if I go downstream and pulling in this way. Sometimes you really just have to turn their head towards you, then you can pull him. But this guy, he's not giving in. He keeps on putting his head the other way, and then you can use the current to go out. There, I turned him now. And now he's turning back. I think this is the heaviest fish I've ever had on. I simply can't get him anymore. This is simply bad. He's just stuck to the bottom. Nothing, I can't do anything. Now he's going again. Nothing. No, I can't put more pressure on him now. I'm gonna try this to see if I can. Otherwise I have a feeling we're gonna be here all day. Hopefully we can get him out of the current, then I have a chance. Oh, he's going out again. I have an advantage now. I have him a bit up in the water, so I'm keeping him up, so he can't go down and use the current. But now he's trying, but he's getting tired. I can feel. He's got so much weight, this fish. He's tired now, the fish. He's tired. big fish. Jesus. Yes! Whoa! Yes! What a bloody fish! Whoa! Look at this monster! Look at that monster! Wow! Here we go. And here comes a moment of truth. I'm not in doubt that we are on the right side of 100 centimeters here. It's 109 centimeters long. This is amazing. Look at the tail of this guy. The estimated weight of a fish like this, he was 1 meter 9 centimeters long and he was 56 around. He's probably around 13.5 kilos, I would say. Fishing under this tough circumstances and having a big beautiful fish like this, that's difficult to beat.
This could be my lucky day. Worn out dirty clothes, frame this empty shell around me. Ate my last hot meal, purchased with my